behind the veil. Pull back the curtain, light up the unknown. Some stories survive because they need to be told. Behind the veil, where the unanswered live, where mystery becomes history and shadows start to speak. Behind the veil, no secret disappears. The past is never truly gone, it's only waiting here. So listen close, the veil is thin tonight. Are they truth seekers or lying their ass off? Talking so loud while the facts get lost. Pointing their fingers, drawing a line, selling their stories and calling it truth this time. Screens keep flashing, headlines collide. Everybody's got a version they can justify. Promises rise and the evidence falls. Echoes get louder, bouncing off the walls. I'm digging for answers beneath all the noise, trying to hear truth through the crowd's loud voice. The smoke keeps rising, the picture's unclear, but I won't surrender what I came to hear. Are they truth seekers or playing a role, chasing the spotlight instead of the goal? Everybody's talking, nobody knows which way the river of honesty flows. Truth ain't a slogan, it ain't for sale. It doesn't change course with the strength of the gale. I'm looking for facts in a world gone soft. Are they truth seekers or lying their ass off?
It's 5 o'clock in Sheboygan. It's 6 o'clock in Fort Worth, Texas. And it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I am the Grand Poobah of podcasting, Mad Dog Discipio. This is Monday night. You know what that means, Cal Yater. What is Monday night around here?
It's behind the veil. The mystery-
Absolutely, young man, behind the veil. And tonight, disinformation specialists. Are they telling us the truth? Or like the song says, are they lying their ass off? To help me walk through this minefield of muck, my longtime co-host, Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. How are you, Amelia?
Doing a little bit better. Had to go to
I
the
was going
doctor.
to call you Amelia the Players Chick Chapman, but I decided
Are you kidding me?
I decided not to bust your chops tonight.
You still did anyway.
I did, yes, I did. And of course, Big Cal Yater. How you doing, Cal?
I'm doing all right. How's y'all's evening?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Better now that I'm home instead of the doctor's office.
Yeah, right.
That's always a fun time.
Oh, they take forever.
So, before we begin, I have a programming note to our listeners, and I know that you guys listen. By the way, I have to tell you, by the way, we are number one again in New Zealand. I got the heads up from Jimmy Thunder from Down Under.
Awesome.
We are number one in New Zealand. Believe it or not, somebody is actually listening to Cal in New Zealand.
Hey.
Well, what about in Ireland?
You know, it's a good question. I don't know what we're doing in Ireland. I know we're very big in England.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah,
Because Robert, our guy in England, actually in Manchester, Robert Whitaker Johnson, he's our guy there, and we're big in England. We're big there, like really big. We have also, Emil, you knew this, that we were in the running for a Webby Award.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the top 3 right now, so
That's
we
awesome.
keep your fingers crossed.
Mhm.
So And if and when we win, and I pray that we win. If we don't, that's okay. If
Fingers
we win,
crossed.
that's even better because we get a little trophy. We get the golden microphone. I always wanted a golden microphone award. We do. It's a real thing. It's called the Golden Mic Award.
Yeah.
It's a real. You can't make this shit up. Speaking of can't making shit, we got a show tonight about a bunch of people, some of whom make a lot of shit up, and some that tell us the truth and we just think it's bullshit. I'll give you a perfect example. We're gonna actually. Why don't we do this? Why don't we before we get into that, let me do this programming note because I have to do this because I don't want to get too far into the weeds here. We have a schedule posted, you guys. It's on X. It's on X, Twitter, formerly Twitter. It's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube TV. It's on Roku, Tubi TV, Amazon Prime, and a number of other streaming platforms. Our schedule is posted in all of these locations. Take note, every wrestling show that we have scheduled has been taken down. We will no longer, on this program, we will no longer speak wrestling ever again. The only show that I kept up is tomorrow night's show because it's too late for me to pull it down, and so I have to do it. I don't want to, but I have to. So, and that's station management call, not mine. Let's see what else we got going. So tonight we are going to talk about people who make much ado about nothing, or maybe people who make a big deal because they think they need to be heard. Cal, what do you know about a guy named Alex Jones?
Okay, so Alex Jones, what he does is he speaks a lot of truth, but he also goes really crazy with it, so it's hard to take him seriously a lot of the time.
Stop right there. Stop right there. You went right where I wanted you to. Alex is one of my favorite people. But when Alex engages in his dramatics, I want to punch him in the fucking face. Because he does speak the truth and he does speak articulately. But when he goes off half-cocked, like he did on a recent episode of InfoWars, I walk away from it. I shut it down. I let my TV go do what it does. And I go eat something because I can't listen to Alex when he gets like that. Alex is one of those people who is a truth seeker. He's also one of those people that the mainstream really likes to have a heyday with because of some of the antics that he pulls. Amelia, well, I've talked about Alex Jones before. We've actually had clips of Alex on the show before, and when we did our, for example, Bohemian Grove episode that we did. Give me your thoughts on that. Cal had a pretty good insight. What are your thoughts on Alex?
Well, I mean, he, like you said, he does go far and beyond to tell people the truth, but a lot of the time maybe he might exaggerate a few things in there that shouldn't be in there as far as lies, just to make the truth seem a little bit better.
Okay. I could deal with that.
Like the Bohemian Grove, he really was in there telling everybody this is what's happening. And we all know that's a real place. And we all know that what's going on. And him going in there secretly videotaping, that's dangerous.
He risked his life. He snuck into that joint.
Yes.
Disinformation specialists or researchers, generally researchers, academics, journalists, fact checkers, government affiliated experts who study, detect, and counter the spread of false information, largely online, but not exclusively online. There's a lot of bullshit being spread on television. We're doing a whole show about that tomorrow night. But the disinformation specialist is not limited to online. We have, I think, conveniently accepted the fact that largely they make their bed online, so to speak, right?
Yes.
But it's like I always say, there's enough blame to go around for everybody, and there's certainly enough for disinformation, especially because remember something, and this is the part that people don't seem to understand. In every line of bullshit, there's a morsel of truth. It's like every rumor starts because there's a shred of truth in that rumor. It's like Anita and I was going to say Amelia. Anita and I were talking actually this afternoon, talking about the Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie.
That story's disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but hold on, Cal. Hold on. The point I'm trying to make here is that there was a lot of rumor about this woman and this much truth. Well, to find out the real truth, you've got to dissect that rumor, pull that shred of truth out, and then start to pull it apart and work backward.
Right.
Okay? It's a very tedious process, believe it or not. It's not easy to do. But most people will just accept it for what it is. People like Alex Jones, Alex is one of those guys that'll go in, pull that morsel of truth out and dissect it. That's why he gets crazy the way he does. It's a lot of work. It's tedious work, and it will make you fucking nutty.
Yeah.
So
I become a detective. Basically.
Yeah, well, or Colonel Mustard from Clue.
What was that? He used to sell like supplements. They made him stop
No,
selling
forget that,
them.
Cal. Forget no.
Well,
we're not going there, Cal.
What about how you said he told the truth? Like they could say, okay, she hadn't heard from her mother in a few days. Yeah, that's the truth. But then he starts adding the lies, and that
yes.
comes in.
Thank you, Amelia, for saying that. Because I have a problem with that. Because the problem I have is if the truth isn't enough, and you've got to start embellishing with shit on top of it, then don't even speak the truth. Just shut up. Just leave it. Just fucking leave it. It's not worth it. The truth isn't worth embellishing if it's not good enough. It's like William Randolph Hearst, the largest newspaper magnate in the world, said at one time, when the rumor is greater than the truth, print the rumor. Why? Because people will believe the rumor.
Oh, yeah. It sells more newspapers or whatever, magazines.
Yeah, thank you. Circle gets the square. Give that girl a cookie. Give her a cookie. She got the...
You froze up a little bit, so I was like, I hope he's...
Right? Here's something that you're going to hear a lot about this one. Cal, you're going to love me for this, babe. There's a new term floating around. And yours truly, and I will take credit for this, yours truly is responsible for a large part of it. Something that I said on the show once is catching fire now. I called it the censorship industrial complex. Okay? And I have the video, I have the show if you want to see it. And here's because it was one of the shows that you and I, Amelia, did on free speech. And we've done probably 9 shows on free speech, 8 or 9.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a big deal with me. The censorship industrial complex is, and it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's called the CIC. One of the problems with government is we are conditioned to accept what government says as truth.
Right.
That's how I grew up, because your government would never lie to you. Okay. I remember, I'm a lot older than you guys. Okay. Come to find out, when I was about 20, the government lies to us all the time. Okay. I grew up, the police are your friends, the government doesn't lie, and never take cookies from strangers. Okay. Those were the big 3 rules. Okay. Am I lying, Amelia?
No, I mean, also too, it's like I'll be the person that says, "Okay, you got candy in the van. Let me see the candy first before I jump in your van."
Exactly.
Right.
Or a puppy. I found a puppy.
Right.
That's another one. Yeah,
Mhm.
keep your puppy. So here's the deal. We're going to deal with this one issue at a time. This is part 1, by the way, folks. We will do a part 2. There will be a part 2 to this. Let me tell everybody, the disinformation, and I love how they do this, Amelia.
Mhm.
The disinformation or conspiracy genre, immediately they link conspiracy theories and disinformation together,
Yeah.
as though every disinformation specialist is involved in some grander conspiracy.
Mhm.
Sometimes they are, but not often. But don't tell Alex Jones that, because they think that Alex Jones has always got an agenda. Most of the time, they're right, though.
That's how he gets his attention, his viewers, the people to watch to see what he's going to say next.
The disinformation or conspiracy genre includes public figures who utilize media platforms to widely promote fringe theories. Now, I take exception to the word fringe, and you're going to see tonight why. Prominent American figures known for their popularizing highly debated alternative or debunked claims across various topics include Alex Jones, Dr. Stephen Greer, Robert F. Kennedy, David Icke, Alex Berenson, Dr. Joseph Mercola, Dr. Judy Nikovitz. That's the 3rd doctor you heard.
I know. I was going to say, that's a lot of doctors.
Dr. David Wilcock, who was killed. We're doing an entire show dedicated to him. Dr. Shiva Adiuri and Dr. Corey Good. Out of that list of 11 people, 10 people. Out of that list of 10 people, 8 of them are doctors. Only Alex Jones and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. are not doctors. But Robert F. Kennedy Jr. probably knows more than most doctors. He, by the way, is the United States Secretary of Health. Okay? So I think he knows a little bit from where he speaks. All right. Now, we're going to see a video. You guys saw a video and heard a song. Me and along with my friend AI, ChatGPT, we wrote a song together. You heard it at the beginning of the show. The song is called "Are They Truth Seekers or Lying Their Ass Off?" And you saw a video with it. Where you're going to see the video again, but you're not going to hear the song again, because we're going to show this, and I want everybody to just take a look here, so we can do this here. And this is what we're doing. Are they truth seekers, or as here's Alex Jones? Okay, now Alex Jones. It's not a surprise to me that Alex Jones is at the top of the list. He is the host of InfoWars. He also has a former website called Prison Planet, that they bullied him into taking down. He is known as one of America's most influential and controversial figures for promoting wide-ranging alternative media, political, and historical conspiracies. He is also a personal friend of Donald Trump and Roger Stone. If you do not know who Roger Stone is, he's been around politics since the Nixon administration. just to give you a clue. Okay. Cal, talk to me about why you think, or maybe just not even why you think, but tell me why Alex Jones is considered a danger or a fringe element. 'Cause I don't see him that way, but that's not, it's not for me to say. So what do you say? Talk to me about Alex.
Well, Alex, he does, like I said earlier, he does say a lot of truth, but he just goes for the theatrics. But the thing is about Alex is that, when he came out and he said that Sandy Hook didn't really happen, it just took away a lot of his credibility. Like,
guess what, Cal? It didn't happen.
Well,
Sandy Hook was a false flag operation. We know that now. But yet they continued to crucify him like he was lying about it. Come to find out that he was truthful all this time. All this time he was truthful.
Well, we knew that it was a false flag. That was obvious. But
people die in false
exactly.
flags. The point is, it wasn't an actual shooting in the sense that it was a school shooting. It was a perpetrated event. Okay? And that's just, I'm sorry, folks, but it was. Okay? I see I'm going to have to take this down from TikTok, too.
They're going to take it down for you already.
I'm telling you what, there's Alex.
I'm getting us in trouble.
All right. This guy's getting enough people in trouble, too. I've mentioned his name several times on the show before. You remember me talking about this guy, Dr. Stephen Greer? Dr. Greer is the founder of the Disclosure Project. Here's the problem I have. From the very beginning with Dr. Stephen Greer. Let me ask you, Amelia, you're in the medical profession.
Right.
Dr. Stephen Greer is a legit doctor. He is an emergency room doctor. Why would you walk away from a 6-figure job at a very prestigious hospital running the ER to chase UFOs unless there was some other ulterior motive?
Like another agenda, or somebody planted some kind of word in his head that he heard, and it's okay, it's time for me to leave my job. I'm going to go find UFOs.
Right.
Or somebody threatened him that they better join their project. Could have threatened the family or himself. Or
funny
patient.
You should say that, Amelia. Funny you should say that.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Greer said, and you can go listen to him. Mm-hmm. He's got a channel on YouTube called Disclosure Project. He's got, and what I'm about to tell you is there. You can watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Greer said he was in the ER working on a patient when a couple of men in black, yes, Cal, the proverbial men in black, came into the ER and requested his presence. He handed off, he says, you just hear me out because I know it sounds fantastic. He says he handed off the patient to another doctor. Okay. Right. He says he was then led outside into the car of these men and driven to the White House. Now, I could see being taken out. Maybe you take a guy outside, you want to talk to him. Mm-hmm. They didn't do that. They apparently, according to Dr. Greer, Dr. Stephen Greer says that they put him in the back of a car, shut the door. The two gentlemen got in the front seat. and drove to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That is the address of the White House, where he says he was asked to brief the president. At the time, the president was Bill Clinton, William Jefferson Clinton. Okay? Slick Willie, Big Billy. Okay? Bill Clinton was president. My question is, how did they, A, even know that Dr. Stephen Greer existed? Number two, how did they know that he had any interest whatsoever, if any, in ufology? And number three, how did they know he would go willingly and not question anything? If it's me, and you know me, both of you guys know me, if it's me, my mouth ain't stopping until I get a fucking answer from somebody. And you ain't taking my ass anywhere. I'll kick and scream the whole fight. You will know that you've been in a fucking fight. Trust me, old brother, when I tell you. I will make sure you knew that you've been in a fucking fight. I don't go easily or willingly. But apparently Dr. Stephen Greer, Amelia, now that you know some information about him, say you what to that?
He could have treated somebody in the ER that he should not be treated, not from this world.
Bingo. Bingo. You've been doing your homework or I have really rubbed off on you.
Doing my homework for $200, Alex.
Go fuck off. You shit. She getting awful brave since she's been around Benny. I'll tell you what. That's a Cal. That might be you and me tomorrow night.
He's my inspiration.
Nah. But that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Dr. Greer treated someone in the ER. He did not know at the time was purportedly not of this dimension.
Correct.
Okay. Now, that's what he says happened. That's what he says he can prove. I have yet, and I have been following this guy for about 15 years now. That's how long this is. He's been around a long time. Okay. To the point where he gave a press conference, Cal, at the National Press Club in Washington. Do you know how important you got to be invited there?
That's elite. That's elite level.
That's elite level. You've got to be some very fucking special important to be allowed to speak at the National Press Club.
So he learned things that he shouldn't, that caught the attention.
There you go. There you go. Let me tell you what he learned. Dr. Stephen Greer, founder of the Disclosure Project, known for his claims that the U.S. government is covering up extraterrestrial intelligence, contact, and reverse engineering, and has knowledge of alien technology. That's a lot for one guy to have access to.
Yes.
Okay. So what both of you say sounds very plausible to me. But, it's funny that he waited, and I don't understand this. Maybe, Amelia, you can throw some light on this.
Okay.
He waited almost 5 years between the incident at the ER in the hospital to where he became comfortable enough to be part of the we'll call it the media spotlight.
Right.
In other words, 5 years passed before he ever went on television and told his story. Now, my question, Big Cow, is A, was he being groomed during that 5-year period? Was he being debriefed, Amelia, in that 5-year period?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I off base, or is it a combination of the above? I'll start with you, Neil. Go ahead.
I want to say a combination of above because, first of all, you have to be debriefed on how to treat a certain alien, if you will, what their illnesses are. We got to get to know that a little bit better. And if there's a like history, things like that, and you got to develop something to help them. And he probably stayed quiet because people are going to think he's crazy and needed padded walls.
I am so fucking proud of you right now. You don't even know. She actually did her homework. I'm going to get like emotional. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Cal, be still make me proud, brother. Come on.
All right. Stephen Greer.
You might put me over the edge on this one. Let's go, Cal. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
I'm trying to process this.
That's a lot.
He had knowledge that he was not allowed to disclose until it was declassified. Like,
bingo.
He was a people will keep their mouth shut and take things to the grave.
Yeah.
Think about what I just said to you, what Amelia just said. What is the name of his project? You're looking at it.
Starlight.
The Disclosure Project. Project Starlight. Okay? Hint, hint. Winky, winky. Project Starlight. That's Dr. Stephen Greer. Let's go on to the next guy. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now, you gotta remember something. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. ain't no slouch. He comes from a very highly prominent political family. His father was Robert F. Kennedy Sr., senator from New York. His uncle was John F. Kennedy, the president. Both of them were killed because they knew too much and said too much. And they both banged Marilyn Monroe, but that's a whole nother show that we've actually done already.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert F. Kennedy is one of those guys that's going to speak his mind whether you want him to or not. And I love him for that. I love the fact that he's a government official that will tell the president to fuck off if he thinks he needs to. He will praise the president. He will tell the president he's wrong and he can get away with it because of who he is. He's one of a handful of people. Only a handful of people can tell this president to fuck off.
Right.
And he's one of them. Elon Musk is another. But Elon Musk is the richest man in the universe. That's factual now, by the way. Elon is officially the world's first trillionaire as an individual person, not a corporation, as a person. As an individual, Elon Musk is the richest person ever. He also happens to be on my list. But that was a surprise, and I'm going to tell you why. I didn't put his picture up here. Because I knew you guys, if I showed you Elon's picture, you were going to have a lot of shit to say about him. I'm going to lay some shit on you that you don't know about. But let's get through Robert Kennedy first. Robert Kennedy warned Joe Biden and he warned Donald Trump. The COVID vaccine, he said, Mr. President, is going to kill people. You don't know what's in it. I do. And when he said what was in it, The people in the know did some research, and the people in the know said to President Trump, you might want to rethink this, or at the very least, come up with a vaccine that is less potent because people are going to die.
Right.
Under Joe Biden, at the short end, a tail end of Joe Biden's administration, when COVID was ramping up, and this is, I shudder to think, because my father died from COVID, and he didn't have to, but he had a lot of other stuff going on. So, I mean, would it have made any difference? I'm not going to second guess nature. Right. I'm not going to second guess God either. So that's one thing I won't do. I'll question God, but I won't second guess him.
Right.
Well, there's the difference. So here's the thing. Robert F. Kennedy is a prominent political figure and an activist, and has been his entire life an activist, known for spreading vaccine skepticism, I just said it, and challenging mainstream medical consensus. He is so good at what he does. He is so proficient at what he does that Donald Trump immediately when he became president, immediately when he was elected, and Amelia, you and I were on the air when he was elected.
Yes.
We were doing the election report.
Right. As the votes were coming in, yeah.
The very next day, the first person, check it out if you think I'm kidding, the first person Donald Trump chose was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Because Bobby Kennedy knows more about medicine than most doctors do. Why? Because it's been his life study. Have you ever seen this man without a shirt? He looks like Mr. Universe.
Oh, yeah, when he was playing basketball with the...
Built like a brick wall. Okay? I'm going to see if I could pull a picture of Bobby up
Yeah, I
here.
think he was playing basketball, wasn't it, with some youths or something like that? Some kids or outside, kind of like just say, hey, let's play some ball or something like that. You could tell that he's a genuine, nice person regarding that. And as far as him telling the truth, I know that he did a lot of investigation on medications. And if this had a side effect, he made sure you're going to tell us and what the side effect did, period. He wasn't going to hide anything from anybody.
Here you go. There you go.
Found it?
Yep, I found it.
Oh, good. Yeah, he'll I think he works out pretty much every day, I think they said.
Every day. Every day, Amelia. Every single day. Like they say, he's like a fiend. That he is like just so adamant about working out.
I need to work out every day.
I try.
Right? Here we go. I'm going to put this up here for you. It's very interesting. It's fun to forget about the background. But this is the picture.
Yeah.
That's Bobby Kennedy. What they did is somebody photoshopped him into a WWE SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Or actually what it says up there, Amelia, I just realized it.
It
says snack down.
Yeah.
Because he is trying to tell people stop eating junk.
Yeah.
You know?
It's 100% true.
You see what he's doing though? He's picking up a
banana,
a Twinkie and body slamming.
I thought it was a banana at first. Yeah.
Body slamming it. Yeah, no, it's not a banana, it's a Twinkie.
It looked like it was.
That's Bobby Kennedy, right? So, and that's not Photoshop. That's what he looks like. Okay, so yeah, when you talk about Bobby Kennedy, we're talking about a guy that's he is knowledgeable. He's written books. This is a book. It's called A Letter to Liberals from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Censorship. Here you go, Amelia, one of our favorite subjects. censorship and COVID, an attack on science and American ideals. When he became Secretary of Health, the sales of that book went through the fucking roof. Through the roof. And it's still selling today. Still selling today. Why is Bobby Kennedy so dangerous?
He's not afraid to tell the truth.
They say, what do they say, Amelia? If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
And he knows. If you know, you know, and he knows. Here's another one. This is Dr. David Icke. Whoop. Sorry, folks. Let me go back. There we go. Dr. David Icke. You've seen him around. He's been on a bunch of conspiracy shows. He's been on Ancient Aliens and the Conspiracy Files and all this kind of stuff. Been around forever. He's from England. He's a British guy. He is also an accredited doctor of science, so he's no dummy. Okay. What do you know about him, Cal? David Icke.
I mean, I know he was talking for trying to tell people that we were ruled by interdimensional lizard people.
There you go. Come on. Go ahead.
You know,
go ahead.
and
go ahead. Absolutely.
And these interdimensional lizard people were dictating all, like, they were ruling our lives, writing our laws, and then attending these ceremonies where they would sacrifice, you know, people and children. And
Yep. Now, somebody's in the chat. Who's here? Ruffian. Hey, I get a workout just trying to get out of bed.
Me too.
I'm with you, Ruff. Oh man, that's funny, Ruff. That's funny shit. Ruffian's funny. He comes up every once in a while. He comes up with a gun.
He does, right?
I feel like we haven't seen him a lot lately.
I know. Yeah, where you been, Ruff?
Right?
So here's the thing. Cal is absolutely right, but let me explain. There's again, whenever somebody like David Icke says something, you can guarantee it. You could bet money on it, Amelia. Somebody in the mainstream is going to throw shade on him.
Yeah.
Here is what he actually said. He never used the word lizard people. What he did, however, Cal, was he introduced a new word into the vernacular, in our vocabulary. The word he introduced was reptilian. Okay? And because he used the word reptilian, people took that as to mean lizard people.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not actually
He
talking
coined that
about.
term.
Say again?
He coined the term reptilian.
He coined the term reptilian. He is the one who came up with it. Yep. But what he was doing is he wasn't describing, quote, lizard people, unquote. He was describing a type of interdimensional being, alien, if you want to use that term, gray, if you want to use that term. He used the term reptilian to describe their physical appearance.
Right.
He said they appeared reptilian in nature. In other words, if you looked at this person, rather than having the traditional oval big head and skinny body, the entire body looked slimlined,
Right.
streamlined, if you will use that word. Like most reptiles.
Right.
Most reptiles are basically skin and bones because they spend their life running. That's
I
what they do.
also heard how these beings smell like sulfur.
He also talked about that. David Icke talked about that. He said that he was taking. He says the story. Here's the story. Do you guys know his story?
Not really very
Okay.
much.
Not fully.
David Icke says he was taken to Area 51 in Nevada, Groom Lake.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual name of it, Groom Lake. Area 51 is, we talked about that before. It is what it is. It's in the middle of the desert. It's a
Mm-hmm.
plot of land in the Nevada desert. Area 51 is next to Area 52, blah, 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 etc. Okay. He says, Dr. David Icke says he was taken to Area 51 where he was invited by the U.S. military. He went. They escorted him in and they escorted him out. He says that when he got there, they took him to a hangar where they had this reptile-looking being. Okay. Whatever you want to use, whatever your description of a reptile is, lizard,
Mm-hmm.
salamander, cockroach, whatever, whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Something in that. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Some kind of creepy crawly, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So now he said that this creature, this being,
Mhm.
he called it a being, that this biological entity had a sulfuric smell, almost as if when you light a match, you know, the smell that you get when
Yeah,
you
the
light a match.
sulfur. Yeah.
Yeah. And sulfur is a very important element
Yeah.
because sulfur is not just what sparks the match. Sulfur also creates oxygen.
Mhm.
People don't realize that. Go look it up. Again, I'm not going to tell you anything that I know. You can go look it up. I want you to. Ruffian says, let me hold it in, Ruff. Just trying to get life together and still lurking in the background. Hey, oh, good.
Oh, good.
I think Dave is the puppet. Yeah, you know what? Pushing the alien agenda to make people second guess it. Remember that miniseries version? Yes, you know what? We were talking about that too. One of the things that Ruffian's talking about is
Mhm.
David Icke has been accused, Amelia and Cal, of playing both ends against the middle.
Mhm.
Is he a truth seeker? That's the question we ask. Is he a truth seeker or is he just kind of like blowing smoke? Is he lying his ass off? Is he full of shit?
It
Well,
could be a little 50-50, I would say.
well, here's the question. Are they truth seekers or lying their ass off? Well, I think there's enough. I think that we have uncovered enough so far to say maybe there's a case to be made for both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the real answer to this question, are they truth seekers or lying their ass off?
Both.
The answer to that question depends upon who's pushing forward the narrative.
Right.
Like Ruffian just said. Who's pushing the narrative, Amelia? Is it the government pushing the narrative or is it the conspiracy side pushing the narrative?
It's more of the government, I believe. That's my
Exactly.
belief because of that. And the
And
smell of sulfur.
I'm with you, 1,000% with you.
Where do we smell sulfur from? Where's the rumors in that one? Too.
Well, here's the thing, and before we even get to that, we have to remember something. The idea that David Icke was taken from England to Nevada kind of that's a long trip, okay?
A very long trip.
That's a long trip. What did he know? What did they think? Here's the question, the better question, Cal. What did they think he knew about these biological entities?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking that question to you.
What did they think that he knew?
Yeah, when you take a guy from England, fly him 6,000 miles across the ocean and another 4,000 miles to the middle of the desert in Nevada with nothing around, but a military base in the middle of God knows nowhere.
Right.
And you take him into a hangar and ask him to look at a biological entity that appears reptilian.
I mean, he obviously knew some shit. Like,
Well, like what? I want some info here.
I mean, maybe he had
I
information.
I know he knew some shit, but what did he know?
Maybe he had information on their biology, and he's one of the few people that have that information.
There you go. Stop right there. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. That's exactly what it was. Doctor, remember what his name is. Dr. David Icke.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dr. Stephen Greer. Like Dr. Joseph Mercola. Like Dr. Judy Mikovits. Like Dr. Corey Good. Like Dr. David Wilcock. Like Dr. Shiva Adaduri. Thank you. I get it right. Third time's a charm, folks.
Right.
10 people on that list. 8 of them are doctors. Do you think that's coincidental? Accidental? What do you think, Cal?
That's all coincidental. Well, no.
No, it's not. No.
Definitely not. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
It was not coincidence. It was
planned that way.
It was absolutely planned
from the ground up.
Mm-hmm. Like a Dr. Roundup. There you go.
It was. That's exactly what it was. It was a roundup.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. A couple of people on this list no longer with us.
Huh.
Why? I'm going to tell you that too. But let's talk about Elon Musk. Okay.
You want to do a commercial before we talk about Elon?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, because I got a good one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this, folks. Take care.
You're on a hot date, you're making the cut. You can't be dealing with a faulty left nut. Manscaped is the answer for your gnarly nut sack. Before that babe tells you to hit the road, Jack. In this crazy world of ours, we're often climbing the walls. In all of the confusion, don't forget about your balls. Manscaped to the rescue for your precious crown jewels. Get it today, don't delay.
Please be good to your tools.
Are they truth seekers or lying their ass off? Talking so loud while the facts get lost. Pointing their fingers, drawing a line, selling their stories and calling it truth this time. Screens keep flashing, headlines collide. Everybody's got a version they can justify. Promises rise and the evidence falls. Echoes get louder, bouncing off the walls. I'm digging for answers beneath all the noise, trying to hear truth through the crowd's loud voice. The smoke keeps rising, the picture's unclear, but I won't surrender what I came to hear. All they truth seekers are playing a role, chasing the spotlight instead of the goal. Everybody's talking, nobody knows which way the river of honesty flows. Truth ain't a slogan, it ain't for sale. It doesn't change course with the strength of the gale. I'm looking for facts in a world gone soft. Are they truth seekers or lying their ass off?
It's Monday night. It's Behind the Veil on WTBR Radio 88.7 in Philadelphia. We are on FM and BRS around the world and Globecast Satellite. Thank you, Tony, at Globecast Satellite. We are in 17 million homes right now around the world. Thank you, Tony. Right now, we're going to get back to
Elon
David
Musk.
Icke. There you go, David Icke. Here we go.
Mhm.
Whoop. Oh no, we did David.
Yeah, you were talking
Um.
about Elon Musk
Alex
after the
Oh,
break.
Elon. We're talking about Elon. Hold on, folks. Let me get back to David. There you go. Hot damn. All right. Elon Musk is an interesting character because as intelligent as he is, as like crazy, wicked, smart as he is, some of the shit that comes out of his mouth, you have to wonder is because he's that kind of guy. He rarely smiles. So everything he says, people take with, with great gravitas because it's like it's Elon, right?
Hmm.
But sometimes the shit that rolls out of his mouth is like you got to think, like, what planet is this? Because I literally think sometimes, what planet is this guy from? Because how does he know shit that he knows?
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, like he knows stuff. Like he's really, really smart. Like on a whole different level of smart.
Hmm.
But sometimes he says the dumbest fucking shit. And people have to go to your computers and fact check it. Like, is this real? Is this real? And most of the time it is, but sometimes Elon likes to fuck with people.
Hmm.
Now,
Oh yeah, I get it. I get
Even
it.
the fact
and
checkers,
so
checkers fuck with people too.
and that's here you go, Amelia. I was just going to go there. Now that's the thing. Is that disinformation, or is that Elon just having a good time?
Yeah.
He's trolling.
Yeah, it depends on the subject line, probably, or depending on how his day's going. He's gonna either tell you the truth or fuck with
You
you.
got to remember too, Elon is on the spectrum, so
Hmm.
he has a kind of a quirky sense of humor as well.
Yeah, like when he bought Twitter and he walked into the building with a sink and he was like, "Let that sink in."
Yeah,
Oh my God, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
he did too. He did.
Oh my
This
goodness.
gentleman is Alex Berenson. Alex is a former journalist known for his contrarian commentary and his polarizing claims. I'm going to tell you what his claim to fame was. His polarizing claims regarding the COVID-19 pandemic and the vaccine's efficiency.
Hmm.
Now, do you guys remember? Let me pull him down for just a second. You guys remember when Trump was talking about, bleach being able to,
Oh yeah.
you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. That's just his sense of humor. He wasn't literally.
No, it wasn't a twisted sense of humor, Cal. It came from this man. It came from Alex Berenson. Alex Berenson is the guy who told Donald Trump, if you use bleach, it'll kill COVID. It might kill COVID on the surface,
Hmm.
but if you use bleach to kill COVID in your body, you're going to kill your body,
Exactly.
Yeah.
or you're going to get real fucking sick.
Have you not seen horror movies, people? You're gonna believe that crap.
Alex Berenson is an interesting guy
Hmm.
because he is a was, I should say, excuse me, he was a mainstream journalist. He was employed by Fox News. Okay. Alex had everything.
Hmm.
But when he went fringe, not only did they destroy his credibility, but in an attempt to gain his credibility back, he did something you never want to do, especially when your credibility is in question. He doubled down on the stupid shit he was saying. So instead of like backing off and letting things like blow over,
Hmm.
no, he doubled down on it.
Or was he
He
forced to do that? Is another question.
No,
No.
I thought about that, Amelia.
Mhm.
I thought about it's
See,
a good question.
I
It's a
knew
good,
it. It's like, yeah.
It's a good point.
Mhm.
Maybe he truly believed it.
Well, and that right there, Cal, that is the crux of his book, The Prisoner. Okay? He wrote a book, The Prisoner, basically telling the story of how he was ostracized, how he became a prisoner in his own kind of little bubble.
Mhm.
And then he was ostracized from mainstream. Well, some of the let's be honest about it. Some of the shit he was saying was even I had to question it. Okay,
Yeah.
and that ought to tell you something. That ought to tell you a lot. If I have to question it, please.
Or right there in front of you, The Prisoner, the book right there. That should kind of tell you a lot right there, hidden in plain sight.
It exactly.
Hmm.
Here's a guy. This is an interesting guy because this guy's got a lot of credibility. And do we either of you guys know who Dr. Joseph Mercola is?
Let's see. Wasn't
I've
he the
heard the
keto guy or
name.
something? Something about
Say again,
keto.
y'all.
Keto? Something
I've
about the
heard
keto
his.
diet?
The what?
The keto diet or something like
That's
that?
the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Joseph Mercola invented the keto diet.
Mhm.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
They were so after him. They were so gung ho to get this guy for espousing this. Who would ever think that you could eat what you want to eat and enjoy your food and lose weight? How is that possible? It's
Had it-
simple. Dr. Mercola said it's simple. Look at his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's had a plate or two of pasta in his life. You get where I'm going? He's Italian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He knows. He loves to eat. Look at him. Does he look like a fat man to you?
No, not at all.
He was. He was. He's a product of his own diet. Dr. Joseph Mercola is an osteopathic physician and surgeon, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
known for his massive alternative health platform promoting natural health, natural tips natural health tips alongside widely debunked medical and scientific claims. Now, let me backtrack because there's a lot there. I'm going to break it down for you. Okay. The conventional medical community tried to say Dr. Mercola was full of shit, that his diet doesn't work. It's all, smoke and mirrors, they said. Okay. The problem for them was people were actually losing weight and staying healthier on the keto diet and still are.
Yeah.
And his book, which you're about to see, his book on the keto diet, Keto Fast, that was the book.
Keto.
It was called Keto Fast. That's
Mhm.
where people got the name keto diet from. That was his book. From that book, everything exploded. Then everything was keto everywhere, baby. What he did, well, he's got this platform, all social media, right? He's got this platform, but he's got a bigger platform,
Mhm.
which is his medical practice. He also has the benefit of having a lot of research material under his belt. He also has a lab that works 24/7 on his behalf at his clinic, the Mercola Clinic. Okay. He promotes natural health through natural dieting. You don't have to go crazy to dieting.
Mhm.
Everybody's got a fad. There's all kinds of fad diets out there. The keto diet is a common sense approach to losing weight. Mainstream doctors had a problem with that because they said you can't lose weight naturally. You know why? Because they want to push Mounjaro, Ozempic, Trulicity. They want to push their
Pharmaceuticals.
juvenile. What's it called, Amelia?
No, not Juvenex, but something like that. But yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about because the celebrities are taking them and they're
Yeah,
looking like
exactly.
skin and bones, and that hurts the people that are diabetic or high blood pressure or whatever the medication does for you. But that hurts them from getting that medication
Let
because
me
they
tell
need
you
it more.
something. I found out something. It's funny.
Hmm.
I found out something purely by accident from my insurance lady. She said that you get a cheaper rate for Monjero
Hmm.
if you tell them that you want it for weight loss.
Yes,
If you
100%. Yes.
if you need Monjero for your diabetes,
Hmm.
you pay more.
Yes.
I think they have that's fucked up. I think they need to
You
like
know why
switch
they
that.
do that? Because if you want to lose weight, the doctors have to specify medically needy
Yeah.
on there for weight loss, not
Well, what
diabetic
about
weight
medically
loss.
needed to stay the fuck alive?
Exactly. They put that more to the back burner than they do to the front.
And you want to know why so many people that we're talking about tonight have the name doctor in front of their name? Dr. Mercola.
Hmm.
You know, I'm really proud of you, Emil. You knew it was the keto guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just
because a girl at work when I worked at the clinic, she was on the keto diet, and this is all she could eat: certain breads, certain type of fruit, certain type of vegetables. Is they had to say keto on it. She had to watch her calories really, really well, 100%. Kind of like Weight Watchers, but more stricter.
This is Dr. Judy Mikovits. She's a former medical researcher who became prominent during the pandemic for pushing controversial and scientifically, quote, unsupported claims, unquote, about the virus and vaccine.
Hmm.
Now, come to find out that what she said back then that they said was unsupported, Dr. Judy Mikovits has volumes, volumes of research. They tried to shut her down because her vaccine worked better than theirs. One of the vaccines you can get today is called the Mikovits vaccine.
Hmm.
She's the lady. I want to show you something. You're going to love this. It's her book. It's called The Plague of Corruption: Restoring Faith in the Promise of Science by Dr. Judy Mikovits. Look who forwarded the book.
Robert Kennedy
Kennedy
Jr.
Jr.
Forwarded by Robert F. Kennedy.
Mhm.
Do you think Bobby Kennedy's going to put his name and
No, I don't think.
reputation on junk science? Are you shitting
Absolutely
me?
not. Mm-mm.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
I want you to look at the bottom of that book. It says Children's Health Network. Dr. Judy Mikovits works almost exclusively with children and the elderly. Why? Because those are the two groups of people that have the most in common. Both groups, their immune system is down.
Yes.
Both groups, their vulnerability is up.
Hmm.
Both groups, they catch and maintain disease longer because of young people, because of their immune system not being developed, and older people because of their immune system being worn down because of age.
Yes.
But they tried to shut this, they tried to kill this woman. I'm just going to tell you. We may actually do a show on her. But this is for real stuff.
Hmm.
Here's another guy. Dr. Corey Good. Dr. Good is a figure and author in the UFO and secret space program community, Cal. He claims to have served in a covert space fleet and interacted with extraterrestrial races. Now, would anybody like to venture a guess when he said this?
I'm gonna guess in the 2012 to 2015.
Nope.
I was saying 1980s probably.
Nope.
Oh, well.
A lot more recent than that.
Oh, wow. Just recently, like
He
when all these
said
things
that
happened.
when he was discharged from Donald Trump's Space Force.
Oh my goodness.
We have a Space Force. Did you know that?
No, not until today.
Yes.
We have, it's called the United States Space Force. And it's run by NASA. Okay? It's run by NASA. It's a part of the NASA space program you don't hear a lot about because they actually go into space. They don't green screen it like NASA does for their celebrity astronauts. You guys have never heard of Dr. Corey Good till today.
Right.
There's a reason for that. Because he's not a media hog. Most real astronauts are not media hogs. Take a look at Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Colonel Mitchell when they came back, when they, quote, came back from space, unquote. Look at their faces. They were completely and utterly dejected. Do you know why?
No.
Because they never went to space.
Oh, they did the green screen thing like you were talking about.
Everything they did, no green screen.
Yeah.
It was all filmed, directed, written, and choreographed by film director the late Stanley Kubrick, who on his death made a film. On his literal deathbed,
Mhm.
made a film.
Eyes wide shut.
No. He made a film confessing
Oh, okay. I
to
get it.
having worked for NASA and faking the moon landing. We never went to the moon.
Mhm.
We have never, ladies and gentlemen worldwide, listen to me. I will speak truth to you. The United States of America, and for that matter, any other country, has never traveled beyond our own atmosphere. Do you know why?
There's the Fermiant.
No. It would kill you to go into the Van Allen radiation belt.
Mhm. Yeah,
The
they wouldn't make it strong
firmament-
enough.
The firmament, the alleged firmament that allegedly surrounds the earth doesn't surround the earth. There is no firmament like people think. They think the firmament is water. Okay? That water that was up is now down.
Yeah.
Okay? You see it when you go to the beach. You
Right.
see it when you're looking at it's the living firmament. You're looking at it. I love these people to say, oh no, if we go to the firmament, it will pierce the firmament and the water will flood. No. Bullshit. That's nonsense. Nonsense. Never happened. So Dr. Corey Good, he's got a book out too, as you can well imagine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Beyond Disclosure. And you might as well imagine that he and Dr. Stephen Greer are very close friends, and they actually are. This is called the Beyond Disclosure, the Corey Good Files. Okay, now, what did he see? When did he see it? He says he interacted with interdimensional beings, that he served in a covert space fleet, and he served there, and we know he served under President Trump. It's one of the first things that Donald Trump did when he became president was to form this space force. It's been a dream of his for a long time. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that Elon is heavily involved in that? Okay. You see these rockets that Elon is
Oh
putting up
yeah.
in the air?
Mhm.
SpaceX,
Yes.
Starship.
Mhm.
Where have you heard them names before? In
TV.
science fiction.
Yeah,
Guess
TV.
what? They're not science fiction
It's
anymore.
reality now.
Yeah.
Let's see who's here.
And you know what's so
Ruffians.
funny is that that above his head looks like it's underwater. It's like everything's happening underwater.
This is interesting. I like the way Ruffian said this. Elon likes to test the flow of the herd.
Mhm.
And we were talking about before. You know, I said, that Elon likes to fuck with people.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
That's a kinder way of saying it.
Mhm.
The way Ruffian said. He likes to test the flow of the herd. He likes to fuck with people. That's absolutely. It meant a disinfectant that could be used in. Yes, we're talking about when we talked about this disinfectant. We're talking about Trump said, about bleach killing COVID.
Right. Yes.
Everybody went fucking crazy with that. They went off the charts.
Oh my God!
with
Did
that.
they?
Oh, please. Oh my God.
They're like, I
went
can't
nuts with
believe he
that.
said that we could have bleach and blah blah blah. And they went on a hate rampage. If you know what
Oh, hate rampage. That's you're being kind, Amelia. You're
I
being
am
kind.
that way.
What about the lakes underwater that has a different type of water that more dense? Yes.
Mhm.
That's a different kind of water altogether because you remember something. For water to flow, for water to be like what we recognize water to be,
Right. Right.
it has to have oxygen.
Mhm.
There's very little oxygen under the ground. That's why when you dig into the ground and you hit water, like in a well or something like
Mhm.
that, notice the water. You got to pump and pump and pump before you get really clear water.
Mhm.
And that water is what they call hard water.
Mhm.
It's hard. What makes it hard water, quote unquote hard, is the fact that it lacks significant oxygen. And you can tell when you can drink it. It's perfectly safe.
Mhm.
You can drink it, but then drink a glass of water from your spigot. Okay? Two different kinds of water. One will taste like champagne. One will taste like Perrier. Okay?
Right.
That's
I
the
like
difference.
Perrier.
Well, we
You
grew up
would.
drinking water from the faucet when we were
The guy
kids.
that's
So
got no money and on a beer budget likes the most expensive water you could buy, Perrier.
Yeah.
You got some expensive taste for a guy with no money, Cal.
we can get it on sale sometimes. It's
Yeah.
good
I
water.
splurge a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Splurge. Oh man, splurge. Okay, now we're actually going to do it. We have this already planned too. We're doing an entire show on David Wilcock. David Wilcock. You know anything about him, Cal, Amelia?
I've not
I
heard
know,
of
I know
him.
he worked with the guy from Ancient Aliens.
Giorgio Tsoukalos. Yes.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I really know.
Dr. David Wilcock, the late Dr. David Wilcock, was a lecturer and author who built upon Dr. Stephen Greer's work, popularizing claims about a secret space program and the spiritual ascension of humanity. Now, what did David Wilcock do that the mainstream doesn't like? And I just read it to you.
You go ahead, Cal.
Somebody talk. We're on the radio.
He spoke out. He was basically talking about his interactions with other species that are alien to us.
No.
No?
No. What he was talking about, what got people's attention, particularly people in the mainstream, is that he was the first person openly on the big stage to link spirituality with alien technology. Nobody did that. Oh, wait a minute. There was one group that did that for years and years and still doing that, but nobody ever talks about them because they're so powerful. What do you think they're called?
Catholics.
They're called the Vatican.
That's what I was gonna say. Catholics.
Catholics, yes. The Vatican. The Vatican has been indulging for centuries, for eons, literal centuries in this. You're talking about a group of people at the Vatican who literally hired stargazers back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And they still hire stargazers today. But you know what they're called?
What?
They're called physicists and astronomers. But they're stargazers. What do they
Given
do?
a different title, doing the same thing.
They look at stars.
Mm-hmm.
David Wilcock allegedly committed suicide. We know that's not true now because I've seen, maybe I shouldn't say too much, but he didn't commit suicide. But I'm going to show this on the show when we do the show. Here you go. Wisdom Teaching. This is his book. He also did a series. So it's called, and he did 250 episodes, or more, actually 274 episodes of Wisdom Teachings, where he would talk about the extraterrestrial life force and the human spirit being one, because humanity, we are the star people. I got news for you. We have always been the star people. Where do you think we come from? If hell is below and heaven is above and we come from heaven, hello?
Mm-hmm.
We're energy. We're
You
stardust.
ain't got to be a physicist to figure that one out, Big Cal. You know? Dr. David Wilcock was killed for his belief system. Now, this guy is an interesting character. I just found out about him a few days ago. His name is Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai.
Mm.
He was a political commentator, and he is an engineer. That's his actual certification. He is an engineer who has frequently promoted election integrity and conspiracies with alternative medical advice. Now, people thought that the advice he was giving was trash medical advice, conspiratorial medical advice. Only a conspiracy theorist would come up with that shit, Dr. Shiva. Really? And then come to find out, slowly but surely, Dr. Shiva's ideology has started to take place to the point where Dr. Shiva was the first person that alerted the president that you might want to have somebody investigate this election thing because you're being hoodwinked there, Mr. President. Okay? And therefore, for 4 years, we had a man claiming to be Joe Biden who was not Joe Biden, running the country straight into the ground. It was almost successful. They called it the Great Deception. Joe Biden, for point of fact and for the record, never, not once, never served a single day as the United States president, not even once. Why? Because he was already dead by that point. So says his granddaughter. Not me, folks. I'm not saying it. His family said it. His son, Beau Biden, his son, Beau Biden? Who was the Attorney General of Delaware? The Attorney General of Delaware enlisted to go to Iraq where he gets killed.
Mhm.
That's a little too convenient for my thought process.
Very much convenient. Yeah.
Okay? Leaving the only son left, Hunter Biden, who isn't really Hunter Biden, by the way. Your skin would crawl if I tell you who he really is. But
After
let's just
finding
put it this way. The Antichrist will rise from America, not Israel.
right.
And that's another show. Dr. Shiva. Let's talk about Dr. Shiva. Okay. Time to break the hold of the colonialist cabal. He dared, Dr. Shiva dared to call the establishment the cabal. Guess what?
Mm.
They are. What is a cabal, Cal? By
I mean,
definition, what is a cabal?
I don't know the actual definition, but the cabal.
Give me
are
a
the
guess.
ones-
Give me a guess.
I mean, if you're the cabal are the ones that are in charge of every side of every conflict. It's in every nation. Like it's a lot bigger than any of us can imagine.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. A cabal, by definition, is a faction of a government. And they are charged with the task of doing the government's dirty work. For example, you hear the term cabal used a lot in South America. Okay? We're using it here a lot more now. 9/11. The cabal was responsible for taking down the two towers. No airplane ever hit that building. Those buildings was a controlled, absolutely flawlessly controlled demolition that took out 3,474 people as collateral damage. Why? Because collateral damage happens in societies. Okay? We will do that show. Again, we've already done it 4 times. We will do number 5.
Right.
Disinformation is real. This is the broader picture.
Hmm.
Okay, let me take the Dr. Shiva down here. We're done with that. Sorry, Doc, we're done with you. But you get where we're going, right? Let me tell everybody. Disinformation is real. You're going to love this, Cal. State actors, crisis actors, grifters, ideologues, spreading falsehood for influence, clicks, and chaos.
Hmm.
Clickbait, by the way, on social media is a huge, huge way that disinformation is spread.
Yes.
Through clickbaits. Next time you see something on Facebook that says, "Oh, I'm going to click on this," then it takes you to something else. Then it takes you to something else.
So it keeps
Every
going like
time,
this.
yes, it takes you on a vision, and
Mhm.
finally, at the end of it, you get to the actual story, which is completely bullshit. There might be a sliver, and I mean a sliver, a wafer thin sliver of truth.
And as you're wading through the bullshit, it's collecting your data. It's adding to the algorithm.
Bingo, ding, ding,
Mhm.
ding, ding, ding. Bingo, ding, 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 ding. Yep.
Yep.
Bingo. You got it. Data mining, it's called.
Hmm.
We're going to do a show on that too one day.
Yeah, because we could say something if you have an Alexa or whatever. You could say something, or even just type it in your Google, and all of a sudden Facebook is loaded of that stuff, which is, I think, ridiculous.
foreign operations, Russia's Storm 1516,
Mhm.
exists. It's a real thing. It is a cabal. It is a part of the Russian government you don't know about. Well, you do now. That you never hear about. People in Russia know what it is. It's not a big secret,
Mhm.
but we don't talk about it like why would we? We don't talk about it
Right.
openly here. Okay. However, the specialist ecosystem often operates with asystemic standards. Legacy media errors get soft treatment as, quote, mistakes, while outsider challenges face swift, quote, disinformation labels. In other words, the mainstream media and the government will out you, will chastise you, will make you look like a bubbling fool
Mhm.
if you question the narrative,
Right.
the official narrative. Now, look at Dr. Fauci. Remember that piece of shit from COVID?
Mhm.
Dr. Anthony
Yes.
Dr. Anthony Fauci. Should
Oh,
have called him
yeah,
Dr.
give me
Anthony
2
Falsey.
jabs.
Cal, I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Yeah. A lot of people
Dr.
nicknamed
Anthony
him that.
Dr. Anthony Falsey
Mhm.
is what they should have called him.
Yeah. Honestly, yes.
Because he was a lying piece of shit.
Mhm.
Never spoke one, never, not once spoke one word of truth. Lied to Congress, got caught lying to Congress, and was censured by Congress. Thankfully, you notice he disappeared, ain't never been seen.
Yeah.
Good. Heavy-handed moderation or blacklist risks, entrenching errors and alienating people is something that we need to be aware of. I just mentioned it. If you don't fall into the line of the narrative, if you don't, march to,
Their drum.
like a good soldier,
Yeah.
in the army of bullshit,
Mhm.
then you're going to be made the fool.
Mhm.
Oh man. Healthy discourse relies on more speech, freer speech, evidence, and skepticism. Healthy skepticism of self-appointed arbiters, not adjoining a priestly class of Kabbalists, specialists with enforcement power.
Mhm.
That's the key. Why? Because the cabal has enforcement power. Because the government has enforcement power.
Right.
If you don't fall into line with the narrative, the government can squeeze play you
Mhm.
like they did to poor Dr. David Wilcock, who they fucking shot dead in his driveway. He did not kill himself, ladies and gentlemen. He was shot dead by Pennsylvania State Police.
Mm.
And we have the video. People don't know this, but Dr. David Wilcock had neighbors, and they were out in force with their video cameras
Right.
when all this shit was going down. See, they don't want you to know that.
No.
They don't want you to know that. Well, I'm telling you, I just did. There you go. There you go. Another show in the books, folks. Another show in the books. 8:30. Good. We're going to go to 9 o'clock tonight. Maybe. Amelia,
Mhm.
what's on the docket for tomorrow night?
I don't know. You said you were going to do some changes, so.
Well, what's on the docket for tomorrow
Well,
night?
it says open forum on there now. It had something
Okay,
else
well, tell
before.
people what's on the docket tomorrow night. Open forum. Exactly.
See,
Okay,
you
we'll tell
can't
them.
people add something else.
No, open forum. I know that you look at the schedule.
Yeah.
All right, well, what's on the... I'll ask you. Hey, Amelia, what's on the schedule tomorrow?
Open forum.
There you go. Hot damn. Oh. Folks, sometimes it's like pulling teeth with this woman. It really, really
Hey.
it's really like pulling teeth. Oh, We have schedule changes. We have removed all of our shows involving wrestling. We have restructured those shows with the following new shows: Unfiltered Truth. This is a show Cal and I will do together, and
Mhm.
we will do Voices Unbound. Amelia and I will do that one if she's still here and hasn't gone to Benny's yet, because I know that you're thinking about. So let's talk about this. Are you going to stick with me? Because the people want to know. I have to ask you because they have actually asked.
Really? For what?
Is Amelia leaving? I
Why
said she
would they
hasn't
ask
said
that?
anything. No, listen. We don't listen. We share everything with our audience, and you know that, and we always have. God knows we always have because we say shit that we shouldn't sometimes, but we do anyway. For 4.5 years with her.
I
But
know
here's
he's
the
put up
thing,
with
though.
I've put up with a
But
lot, right?
but we have to be honest with people. People ask. They do. They ask, is Amelia leaving us? She hasn't said anything to me. If she is, I don't know. So, are you going anywhere?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not.
All right. Well, if you do, let me know, and I will wish you well. And you'll always have a place here to come back to. Okay. I know Benny wants you to work with him over there, and I think you guys are great together. I really do. I really, and I mean this from my heart. I really think you guys are good together. I really, really do. Because was actually thinking about making this an all male team here. Because I had somebody that was interested in it. They actually emailed me, is Amelia leaving? Because I would like to audition, is what he said. Audition.
Well, let him audition, see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm going. What's it going to hurt? Was that say is
Right.
no or yeah? Anyway, but if you do stay, great. You're here. You always have a home here. You know that. And if you go with Benny, that's okay too. But I will never do another wrestling show. Never again. We have what do we have? Oh, we have the Chronovisor Part 2 has been added to the schedule, and if it hasn't, it will be shoot soon. Let's see what else we have. We have an entire episode, in fact, probably 2 episodes, dedicated to Dr. David Wilcock, because that was, one of the shows that we recently did was the deaths of all those scientists, right?
Yeah.
6 more.
What?
6 more.
Jesus.
On the same project. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Do you hear what I'm saying? They're not even hiding it anymore, Cal. They're dropping the bodies.
They're going to kill everyone that they can to protect.
Cal, listen to me, brother, please.
Wow.
Cal, they're dropping the bodies off at the workplaces of these, but they're
killing them somewhere else, and then they're bringing their body to where they
Thank you. They're dropping them off. The bodies are being laid in front of their buildings and stuff. They're not even trying to hide it. You get where I'm going with it? They're not even hiding it anymore.
They're like, if you work for us, this is going to be the consequence afterwards. After we get through doing, using you basically.
I mean, look, if these people did something wrong, give them a good talking to. Fucking kill them. It's crazy. It's the stuff out there. You got to be like a special kind of person anymore to really, to really, commit yourself to working for the government.
Oh yeah.
Or working for, a lab, or because you're taking your life in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
it keeps falling out.
What else you got coming up, Amelia?
As far as as a show?
No, you.
Me? Nothing. I'm just working.
Social media? You got anything on your social media?
No, just my granddaughter. Lots of pictures of my granddaughter.
Got your naked cowboys up here?
No, somebody's already been replaced for that one.
I saw you the other day and it was funny because Anita was going through her TikTok,
Uh-huh.
and you came through like 6 times.
Oh, those were like
you-
past stuff that I put. And,
Acting. I said, there's Amelia. She's acting again.
and then, of course, I
Her
put something for my
practicing.
granddaughter, my dad, my sister for birthdays.
Amelia always used to tell me I'm practicing my acting. No, you're not. You're hanging out with a bunch of hunky naked cowboys, is what you. Shit. Listen, you know I love you. Pain in my ass, but I love you. Fucker. Cal, I love you too, you bastard. Cal, what do you got coming up? You got a movie coming out soon? What's going on?
I don't got the date yet, but I'm going to the Athens Film Festival within the next couple months. I'm going to Fresno,
He
California.
means Athens, Georgia, folks. He means Athens, Georgia, not Athens, Greece.
Yes, Georgia. I wish I.
You're not going to the Athens Film Festival in Greece. You're going to the Athens Film Festival in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, and I also got the Fresno Haunt Mare Horror Movie Expo that I'll be going to in July.
Bring me back a T-shirt.
I've got a T-shirt, but it's from last year's show.
All right. Have you worn it?
Yeah.
I don't want it. All right, listen. I'm gonna have some shirts made. I listen, Cal. I'll get you after we leave. I'll get rid of you, and I'm hanging around with Amelia for a minute or two. I got to go over some schedule stuff, and let's just tell everybody what we got going on. I have a bunch of stuff. Oh my God, we got some crazy stuff coming on.
And on September, you have some an actor and an actress coming on.
We have. We talked about them tonight. Men in Black, real or myth? I think we have established they're real. Conspiracy files. Did the Kennedy brothers have Marilyn Monroe killed? We know that they both slept with her, but were they responsible? Did President Kennedy give the order, or was that given by somebody else? Because some people actually say, Amelia, that Bobby Kennedy gave the order.
I've
the
heard
Attorney
that
General.
too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Behind the veil, UFOs, real or a massive long-term psyop, Cal?
Oh, they're absolutely real.
Good.
But they're also being used as a psyop.
The conspiracy files. Che Guevara, the people's hero or a villainous heel? Zodiac copycat. Hated to say this, folks. I don't want to do this. The Zodiac killings have begun again.
Oh my God.
Son of Zodiac or copycat? Well, we know it's a copycat because the Zodiac is dead. Because we know who the Zodiac was now. His name was Arthur Lee Allen. But who is carrying out the copycat Zodiacs? We will hopefully dissect and decipher and discover who that may have been or is. Behind the veil, why the World Trade Center? Listen to me. Why the World Trade Centers really came down. What you were not told may have changed history. And it wasn't a bunch of Arabs with box cutters. First of all, I want you to please just use your head, folks. Think about something. A box cutter, really, to hijack an airplane? A fucking box cutter? That you could dismantle a person in 5 seconds with a box cutter?
Isn't there usually 2 U.S. Marshals on flights?
There were 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back of the cabin. 4 on each. Particularly that day, which tells me they knew something was going down. Why would there be 4 federal marshals, air marshals? The U.S. Marshal Service got real busy that year. Behind the Veil, snuff films, real murder on film or elaborate special effects. Cal, we will do that one, especially with the horror thing coming up. Behind the Veil, unmasking Adolf Hitler, history's most evil or keeping bad company. Behind the Veil, the real Area 51, and it's not in Nevada.
Huh.
It's called Wright-Patterson Airfield, and it's in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
Behind the Veil, Hollywood and the Government, Perfect Together, Part 2. Because there's a lot there you don't know. And that's what's not yet on the schedule, but will be lickety-split. 4. Amelia, the Pitbull Tap. Oh, before we even do that. I'm sorry, folks. Before we even do that, got to tell everybody, like Papa DeCipio used to say, tomorrow is promised to no one, so make today count. Be good to everybody. And make somebody smile. Like I made Cal and Amelia smile tonight. Even if they do want to choke me. Shut up, Amelia. Shut up, Cal. On that note, 4, Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. 4, Big Cal the Actoyator. I am the Mad Dog. I am the Grand Poobah of podcasting, saying good night. I love you. Take care.